she's made bond here, but she has a holdout of Madison County for endangering the child and possession of marijuana is what I'm seeing. Is that like a fugitive type case that?
So what happens is they have 10 days to come get her. Because she's on bond here, they have 10 days to come get her. If they don't come within the 10 days, the hold is released. Understand, and please let her know, and I'll talk to her now. Do you mind, Madam Galvan, do you mind bringing Tiana Taylor out, please? Please. Do you know, I look in the holds, I see it.
Just over the eye.
You're talking about the icon? I'm not sure how recent.
Okay.
So I'm seeing right now, I don't see a bond set on the out county.
I'm sorry?
I don't see a bond set.
Yeah.
So, do you know, was it a 2B? Do you know? Oh, wait a second. I do see a bond set. Does she have the ability to make a bond out there? Do you know? I guess we'll ask her. The bonds are set at $500 each for her.
In Madison?
Madison. So if she can make those bonds, then she'll get a court date and then she's got to have to go all that jazz. If somehow she can make it between now and the 10 days, the lift will hold as well. So I would say if you could please reach out to her family, see if that's something that they could do. And then regardless, I'd like to find out what happened here because she's got the over there and then endangering a child, and then now we have an assault. So good morning, ma'am. You are Tiana Taylor. Ma'am, you are charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On June 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to 6060 Reeves Road, reference to criminal mischief. Officer spoke with a complainant witness who said that he was woken by the defendant punching him in the face while he was sleeping. When asked why she was hitting him, the defendant stated that it was due to her going to his room. She began to hit him again, and at that point, the complaining witness was able to restrain the defendant. That was when the complaining witness went out to her vehicle and caused damage to her vehicle by tearing apart the door, panel, and rear bumper. The defendant came out and began assaulting the complaining witness again. The complaining witness had a bruised lip and scratch on his knee from the assault, and the defendant had no bruising or scars. The defendant admitted to pushing the complaining witness in the face with the palm of her hand and hitting the defendant with a belt. The defendant was identified by Texas driver's license. The complaining witness stated that he did not feel pain, but based on the injuries sustained, officers believe based on those injuries that anyone would have received normal level of pain.
What's jail?
Oh, like you.
Really? The problem is things keep happening. Land you in custody. So what are we supposed to do? The other kicker is that you're now wanted out of Madison County as well for 2 different charges for endangering a child and a possession of marijuana. So that's why you're now stuck like Chuck. You can't get out because another county wants you. What I told counsel here was that they could perhaps reach out to your family, see if they will post the bonds out in Madison. If that happens, then the hold gets released. Listen, I want you to listen. If they are able to post those bonds, the hold gets released. The problem is that you've got those cases over there. Now you got cases over here. I think you're a flight risk. So let me ask you, why would I give a PR bond to someone who's a flight risk?
Then you'll leave and you won't show up to court when you're supposed to show up to court.
Oh, no, sir.
My concern are 2 things. One, and the most pressing concerns, public safety. When you get out, how do we know that you're not going to go crazy and just, number 2, you have to come back to court.
Well, sir, I'm not saying what I do is right, but
I don't want you to talk about the case. My only concern is that you come back to court. And number 2, you don't violate any of the conditions we put on you now. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand? No contact, no weapons, and no drugs, no alcohol. I'm going to test you. Why do we have jails? Ms. Taylor,
Bad people. For bad people.
is that you? How many cases you got open? How many? I'm gonna ask you again. Why do we have jails? No self-control. When you fail to exercise self-control, we have 6x9 boxes waiting for people who cannot exercise self-control. You are now stuck. And I don't know if we're going to give you a PR bond yet, but I want to know if we do, that the community is protected.
If I may, I believe she's already made bond here in this court.
I know, right? My point is, I'm about to yank that bond because I don't know if we let you out, you're going to run them up like a little Tasmanian devil. Madison, Harris County, what's next? Brazoria, Brazos, Fort Bend? Think before you act, Ms. Taylor. Who do you have here as far as family? They all live here in Harris County. Okay. Would you mind reaching out to the family, letting them know about Madison County and seeing what we'll do? And then for now, like I said, no dope, no alcohol. I'm gonna test you like crazy, Ms. Taylor. If I find that you're using anything, I'm gonna lock you up if you get out. Right now, I mean, you're stuck. I don't know if your family's gonna post bond, but if you do, you know what these conditions are. There is, let's see, is there a protective order? I don't see one, right?
No, there's a no contact with threatening or harassing that I saw, Judge. I didn't see a protective order.
Okay, I'm entering one now, okay? I want you to understand that I really value public safety over anything else, Ms. Taylor. I'm now entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection for Jerome Austin. He is now a protected individual. You cannot. Am I boring you?
No, it's just, I called the police on that man a million times. And no, he ain't here. He ain't never had a problem. He done whooped my ass, beat my ass, did all types of stuff to me, but I'm here. No, and then that's not how the story went. Like I got scratches, bruises, and bumps for months and months and months. I didn't call a police officer and
Child with this guy?
No.
So let me ask you this. When you have cancer, what do? When you got cancer, you cut it out, right? You take it out, because if not, what happens?
But that's not, it's the problem is.
Could this be a cancer to you, man? That's all I'm trying to say, Ms. Taylor. Am I wrong? All this drama, it's over and over and over, and yet we're. All I want you to do is stay away from this individual. That's all I'm asking. As long as you can do that, you and I will be friends. All right? I don't want any more contact with this person. I am entering this order for protection. You cannot have contact, no threatening, no harassing, no weapons, no going within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Okay? That's all I'm asking. Do you have any questions? Okay. Let Antonio get a hold of your parents. They'll see if we can get you out for the Madison County cases. I need to send them over, and then we can get them out.
But I think her name is different on the document.
Yeah, Your Honor, her other case was Fed ID. She gave her sister's name. Her name is actually Tamia Harris.
So the theft is being dismissed?
No, we plead to the death.
Into the theft, the failure to ID is dismissed?
Yes.
You said 3 days
3 days.
with what?
3 days.
Got it. All right, good morning, Ms. Harris. So is your real name Tamia Antrell Harris?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Harris, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 3 days that you've done. So we have, I think we have,
The felony get dismissed. The felony.
so the robbery is going to be dismissed.
Yes, today. So,
2 thefts and a failure to ID, right?
well, it looks like it only showed one.
No, I showed you.
2, or was it the other one dismissed?
Order in the court, please.
Plead the one. Yeah.
John?
Chief, sir.
Just notes I see from on the robbery.
Guys, keep it down, please.
That's the notes I see from the
So
robbery.
both thefts here, one theft is being dismissed, the other failure to ID is being dismissed, and she's pleading to one theft.
Correct.
Heck of a deal, Ms. Harris. That is a screaming deal. I really, truly hope you appreciate this because, you know, you pick up any more criminal cases, they're gonna look at this. Do you think that they're gonna bend over backwards to help you in the future? No. You know, at some point, the DAs, they're like, you know what? She's just not getting it. She's a public menace and we're just gonna throw the book. It's only a matter of time. Not only that, with your history, you know, what are you, 24?
20.
You're
Too young.
20?
Yes, Your Honor. So I told her, you do something else, so if she steals something else, I'm gonna kill her. That's what I told her. Not literally.
It's not a funny thing. I'm telling you now. I mean, having this robbery, people will look you up when you're trying to get a job, you're trying to get a school, you want to get loans, you want to buy a car. When they see this, they're going to scrutinize like you like crazy. And they're going to say, well, why on earth are we going to help this person when we know that she could potentially steal from us? You're 20 and you're repeatedly shooting yourself in the foot. Where do you go to school? Do you go to school? What do you do in life?
I graduated, but I was working at the hospital.
What happened here with the robbery?
Yeah, it was a robbery. It wasn't even theft. What happened was a girl was stealing something out of the store, not her. She thought, the woman thought my client was stole something. She never even went to the store. She busted my client's window with a shovel, the woman that worked in the store, and the front window. And then once she did it to my client, it's all on videotape. My client got out and started a fight with her. So it was never no robbery at all.
Was this one of those Bed Bath and Beyond or Bath and Body Works cases?
It was Dollar General.
At a Dollar General?
Yes.
Really? You're gonna pick up a robbery at a Dollar General? Come on, man. Really? You know what? Life is so short. I mean, this life can either be great or it can be completely miserable. And the more cases you pick up, you will never get a job. And let me tell you, this life sucks without money, without a car. It really blows if you ain't got some kind of resources. Straighten up, high right, because you're only gonna get so many chances, Ms. Harris. So now you're only gonna end up with this step, which is, I mean, and this is a sweetheart deal. I truly hope you appreciate it. If I see you back here, I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring the pain. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. Ms. Harris, from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail if you ever pick up another case, no matter what it is. You also must understand is this theft is an enhanceable offense. If you pick up more, you pick up a third one, you're looking at felony charges, years instead of days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you.
How's jail?
Not too good.
Mr. Henderson, you keep picking up cases. What do we need to do to get it to stop?
Stopping myself.
You just had an aggravated assault dismissed, and now a terroristic threat. Where do you live?
Fifth Ward.
Who with?
Good.
Is this person?
That's right.
But he has money that he can get a hotel, Judge.
Well, so Lori, I'm all about, the only way I'm gonna let you out is if you don't go near this person.
No, I'm not even going that way when I get out.
How do I know that?
All you can do is believe what I tell you, or not. I'm gonna get a
I
room.
don't believe what you say. So tell me why.
I can do about that if you don't believe.
Give him a chance, Judge.
I'm all about it.
I'm gonna get a room for a whole month.
Mr. Henderson,
Yeah, sir?
how many cases have you had that have revolved about this one person? Don't you think it's time to get away from this person?
Yes, sir, you're right.
I will give him one chance, but I need to know that you're not gonna go near this person. I'm not taking your word for it. I'm gonna put a monitor on you so I know that you're not going over there. Especially in light that you just had an aggravated assault against this person dismissed not a month and a half ago. Now you pick up a terroristic threat saying you're gonna kill him? You almost killed him last time. Now you say you're gonna kill him.
There was an
I was-
allegation, you don't talk, let me talk.
Okay.
There was an allegation that he said he should have stabbed him in the head. There's, based off of Mr. Henderson, sorry, not having teeth, he said that he didn't say should, he said he could have. So we're waiting to see the videos. But the complainant had a golf club and there was an altercation between them before this statement was made.
So you got in a fight with him even beforehand.
I didn't get in no fight with him,
An
but
argument,
we was venting.
just hush.
What I have it
It's your brother, man.
How I have it is, Your Honor, is that the defendant advised he was sleeping inside his apartment. The defendant came in causing a disturbance in the apartment. In the apartment, and the complainant, who knew his bedroom was open, grabbed a golf club to protect himself. And then the complainant went to stay while he was sleeping. The defendant came into his room, causing disturbance, talked about how he wanted to grab a knife and stab him in the head with it. And then additionally, while officers were on scene, he said, "I should have stabbed you in the top of your head while you were asleep."
I'm gonna put a monitor on you so I know you're not going over there, Mr. Henderson. Don't go anywhere near this person where he lives, where he works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And no weapons, as long as you can abide by this and stay in contact with Lori.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a cell phone?
It's in my socks.
I'll give you another one, my cell phone. You have a cell phone?
You got a cell phone?
No, get one.
What do you do in life, man? What do you do in life?
He's retired, Judge.
I was in the city of Houston 11.5 years.
Doing what?
Water tanks.
Okay.
Water tanks.
Sir,
Okay.
you're too advanced in age to go to jail and stay there for a long time. Don't. I'm only asking you one thing. Just don't go near this person. That's all I'm asking you to do. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.